everyone, back with another quick tip, and for this week I want to talk a little bit about parents in InDesign. And with parents, you may notice when you take a look at InDesign that there are these A's that go across all of your pages. If you don't happen to see these pages over here, I'll just go to Window and then Pages and you'll open that up. And when you see these A's, what this means is a parent has been applied to this. And so what that means is that these pages are considered the children, and whatever this parent says, the children have to do. Now, I'm a parent myself, and I know that's not real, but in the world of InDesign, whatever the parent says goes. So let's take a look at that. If I double click on this parent, I'm now editing the parent page. And if I go on here and I'm just going to throw on a black square and leave that right about there, we can see that it creates it on the parent, and what it does is it creates that across every single page. So if I go to page 1, 2, 3, 4, they all have that black square on there. So this is really handy if you need an element that goes across every single page. Now, I'm going to show you something that I've done many times. A common mistake with parents is that you'll go onto page 1 and you'll start editing, creating content, and then you're like, oh, well, I don't need this box anymore. I need to delete it. And then you start to click on it and you can't do anything with it. I'm clicking, nothing happens because it's on the parent page. So let's say we don't want this one to follow that parent. Well, what we can do is we can come up here to None, click and drag that onto 1, and you can see this no longer says A. There are no parents here. So again, going back to what I was saying earlier about the children doing what the parents say, if None is applied, it is that weekend where the parents are out of town and the child can do whatever they want. Now, with that, something else you can also do is you can always bring that parent back. So the parent comes home after the weekend, tells the child what to do again. So you can always change this up. It's not permanent. The other thing you can do here is right click and create a new parent. So the new parent will default to B. It's a parent, and you could base it on another parent if you wanted to look similar. You could give it a number of pages and change some other options with it. I'm just going to leave it as is and say okay. And with that, let's say I make another shape on here for something different. And I can take that B parent and apply it just like I did with None and change it so this page has A, this page has a B, maybe the third page has None, and you can modify this. Now, this is really handy if you're doing a lot of different layout and you want to have continuity between multiple pages. So you're going to say pages 4, 6, and 8 all have a parent applied, and maybe 3, 5, and 7 have the B parent applied. So it's a really great way to keep consistency and continuity with your piece. Well, that's it for this week. Can't wait to see you again next week for another quick tip.